It's not often I sit down and make a video about a Twitter thread, but sometimes you see something so cringeworthy you just have to sit back and laugh at it. So today we're talking about Majlak. Many of you guys know him as the guy on the Impulsive podcast who talks to simply hear himself talk. But he recently went to Twitter to post pure cringe. Oh my god, just seeing this tweet is painful. Okay, let me put on my California dude bro voice. Question for my morning poop today. Who pays for the 14-person dinners when 12 people are girls? Well, it depends on who you ask. But in our circles, simply put, the men. Now, any normal person would look at that and be like, okay, that's wasteful, but cool, you do you. But that's just the opener of the tweet. Here's a quick breakdown. Everything in life is a symbiotic value burn. Pretty girls want to eat and drink and not pay for it. Who wouldn't? Rich dudes, 1, want hot girls around them to talk, and 2, here's the bigger part. Hot girls bring upgraded levels of access that money can't buy. Access in cities like LA or New York City or Miami isn't dictated by dollars. Everyone here is rich, so you need to bring something more to the table. You show up to Off Sunset or Hyde with a black Amex, you're just like every other econ bandit in there. But you show up with a black Amex and 14 A1s, now you have something of intrinsic value. Oh my god. The fact that this guy is publicly stating how much he cares about what others think of him just screams insecurity. Also, why is he talking about women like they're cattle? We got the shepherd of cringe, Majlak over here. But what can you get with 14 A1s? Oh, this is so stupid. Maybe now you can establish a more dominant position on the floor. Maybe now you can get some requests on what music in the club listens to. Bro, are you joking right now? Do you not have Spotify at home? Are you really shepherding 14 women around into a club, paying for 14 women in the club just so you can put on a song in the club? Hey, you like Lil Baby? I put it on. Who the cares, dude? How is this not satire? Like, if I read this anywhere, I would think it's like some satirical green text, not something this guy actually sat down, wrote out, and was like, yeah, that makes me look cool. Let me post that to Twitter. Who writes something like this on the internet? I guess Shepherd Mike over here, but he's far from finished. There's more. Maybe now you leave with a meeting on Tuesday morning with a venture capital guy interested not only in your startup, but more so interested in the fact that you rolled up in the club with 14 girls. Bro, if you're using women to get the attention of VCs, you're not actually getting the attention of real VCs. You're getting the attention of trust fund kids LARPing as VCs. And as you said, there's like a lot of money in cities. So if you're taking money from an investors, you're not taking the money only to take the money. You're taking the money from the VC so you can get his expertise, his guidance, and his mentorship. And you don't want mentorship from a venture capitalist who's impressed because you brought 14 women to a club and paid for them. This whole rant is just showing that he's a moron, but it continues. I didn't write the playbook. It's simple social economics. Bro, are you still in a fraternity at the age of 37? What kind of social economics are you talking about? And it's not even about this. It's about the optics. So in the end, these aren't dinners. They're simply strategic investments that come with a side of French fries.
This has to be ironic.
I would think it's ironic if it came from anyone else, but Big Mike over here. Bro, if shepherding a bunch of women around is an investment for you, you're a f***ing LARP. You're on a successful podcast that pays you well, and from that, you've launched a successful YouTube channel. Don't go around and act like you shepherding 14 women around in clubs has made you successful. You're literally playing yourself, and this entire tweet is just cope. I feel like it's fitting that he wrote this entire tweet while he was forcing his shit out of his ass, because this is literally shit. I hope nobody takes business advice from Shepherd Mike over here. I don't care how many views the podcast you're on gets, but if you're writing an entire novel on why bringing 14 women and paying for them at clubs is an investment, that's a whole new level of cringe. Dude set a world record for the depth he got his head up his own ass. Bro's 37 and still overcompensates with women just to impress others, and he's way worse than someone like Dan Bilzerian, because Dan Bilzerian just does it. This guy does it, but also has to write an entire novel on Twitter for why he does it.
He doesn't Dan Bilzerian like do videos talking about, it's like the same shit.
Not really. Dan Bilzerian won't write a tweet or a novel on why he considers bringing women around as an investment. He just lives that lifestyle.
Slay.
Some people commented on this reply, and of course he had to reply, and his reply was equally as bad. To be honest, instead of unloading this cringe dribble, you could have just answered, the men pay. Laughing my ass off at calling it an investment, you look at the bill the next morning, you just laugh and shake your head. So Mike replies, I'm a best-selling author, brother. I like to write. It makes me happy to write. So when you're over here on my channel, expect to see more of it. And I'll visit your page when I want to learn more about derivatives. Cool? So someone translated that comment. I'm a world-class douche. I like to be a douche. It makes me happy to be a douche. So when you're over here on my channel, expect to see me being a douche. And I'll visit your page when I want to learn more about not being a douche. Cool? Yeah, I think I'd rather take advice from stale bread than Mike Majlak. But hey, Mike, if I'm wrong, please show me some proof of some investments that you got because you impressed some VCs with 14 women.